What's up, y'all? Wonka's Willie. Listen, a lot of you guys don't know how to play real football. A lot of you guys are like my opponent, Gavin, who he's using the Cowboys, and they're a good team. Gavin doesn't know what to do with them. He's starting this game off with a fumble, but I promise you it gets much, much worse for Gavin. He doesn't know how to play football. And a lot of you guys do the same things as Gavin. You going for every fourth down when it doesn't make sense. You're going for 2-point conversions when you don't need to. You're throwing ill-advised passes when you're not even pressured. You're backed up on your one and you're running the same crossing routes that everybody's running. And worst of all, you're trying to kick onside kicks when there's absolutely no reason to. That type of stuff, if you know what you're doing and you know how to defend against it, you can make everybody look like Gavin. When it's 7-0 here, and although it's not going well for Gavin at that point, if you punt that ball away, you don't know what can happen on defense. You gotta trust your defense, but instead, you just gave me another 7 points, man. This is what I mean. I used to get so mad at you kids that play like this, but there's no reason to. All you have to do is stay patient. Let this game come to you. Kids will do a lot of stuff like this as long as you know how to read them. As long as you know those out routes are coming. As long as you know when them slants are coming. You gotta pay attention to what these guys are doing. All these motions, all these audibles, it's trickery. Half the time they're not even changing up who they going to. You gotta read them. Just like that. Just like that. This is how you stomp a kid's face in. Little by little. Not every play in this is some big gigantic play. Not all my games are blowouts like this. A lot of my games are tight, field goal type games, but that's real football. Not every game is going to be the same play, the same blitz works every time. You have to learn how to make that stuff, eliminate that from the game when you're playing it. People complain about Madden so much, but there's ways to change up a lot of that stuff you don't like. As long as you're paying attention. And you got Christian McCaffrey. I don't always use these strong teams like this. I like to play with everybody. That's mainly my problem. Because I'll play with the bum teams. I'll play with any team. But when I pull out these world beaters, these possible Super Bowl contenders, you start seeing games look a lot like this. And it's a shame for guys like Gavin. See, I know Gavin. He's my son. I know the onside kick is coming. He doesn't know any better. So we're prepared for that. And Gavin's basically saying, here, Daddy, here's another 3 points, at least. I'm going to go ahead and give you the short field again, Father. And I'm just taking it play by play. I mean, 2nd and 12. Not every play is just some, touchdown pass. Sometimes you're going to be on 2nd and 12 behind the lines, and you got to know what to do. And that's all it takes. And he's got me to the point where I'm pulling out Wildcat, feeling comfortable. You got Micah Parsons. There's no reason it should get this out of hand. When you have the Cowboys defense as a whole, there's no reason it should get this out of hand. He does eventually score though. And kudos to him for playing this long and not quitting the game. A lot of y'all would have really quit by now. And I think this is his, this is his blind squirrel finding a nut play right there. Yup. And he even goes for the 2 point. I don't blame him for that though. He got to get the 2 point conversion. He got his little 2 points. So he can think about that, and he's gonna onside kick the ball again. You guys do that stuff, man, and then you quit the game because you're getting beat. It doesn't make sense to me. That confuses me the most, when the decisions you make in the game that don't benefit you, and then you turn around and quit, like you getting cheated. It's childish. And Gavin, I don't know how old you are. I don't care if you're 6 years old. You got that ass beat. You need to sit down and learn how to play football. You don't onside kick it every time. That's stupid. And I'm really trying to run out the clock on him. I don't try to run his score up. The only reason I'll pass here is if it's third down and I'm just trying to extend the drive. But you giving me stuff like that, you're lost, Gavin. How lost can you be? I feel bad, and that's why I finally have started recording my games and speaking over the mic. I want to teach people how to play the game. I hate watching these Mickey Mouse kids onside kicking and going for it on fourth and forever. But that's why we sit down on Sundays and watch real football on Sunday. I at least play Madden for that type of experience, to create that type of game. What is the fun in running the same play 27 times and winning 52-0 every time? It's time to play real football, y'all. Not all my games are blowouts like that. I eventually did run the clock out on him with that 141 left on the clock. Gavin, go to bed.
All eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly. They show up and they show out.